Alright, so how y'all doing, boys? Hope you're doing well. Now in today's video, going to be using the new SARIEL, of course, alongside a unit that is honestly one of my favorite, or at least one of my favorite units to run, and I don't really use an awful lot since I feel as if though all of the old school commandment characters really just weren't like the, even like when they got released, they really just didn't get like a whole lot of showcasing. And don't get me wrong, they still hold up super well. I just feel like it's very hard to find teams for them. They're very orientated around themselves. They're not like these units like Trader, Meliodas, or Margaret, which you can pretty much chuck anyone alongside them or them alongside anyone, and they just do well. But if you guys don't know what the red GLOX in here does, the first card here inflicts damage equal to 180% of attack on all enemies and allows the use of only rank 1 skills for 2 turns. I don't know why they word it like this, because usually that affected area is just called block, but usually they would just say enemies and blocks for 2 turns and then just explain it down the bottom. I kind of understand why, because just saying blocks could be a little bit misleading, but I don't know. The second card here removes debuffs and heals HP of all allies equal to 300% of attack, grants debuff immunity for 2 turns. The ultimate here, which we do have 6/6, inflicts ruin damage equal to 840% of attack on 1 enemy. The passive here, or should I say the commandment, decreases attack related stats of the hero who used 2 or more skills in 1 turn by 30% for 2 turns in PvP. And then last but not least, the passive fills the ultimate move gauge orb by 1 more orb each time the hero's skill ranks up. So fairly good character, pretty much just trying to get up the counter with, the new SARIEL, and then using this block effect in order to decrease the amount of damage the opponent can do to us, making it so we can just spam out counters as much as possible. But jumping over to the equipment here, I have accidentally made a HP crit damage set for GLOX, which, I mean, is unfortunate. I will eventually go to make, an attack crit damage set and a HP defense set, but for the time being, I suppose this is what we get. And then jumping over to the closet here, not super well invested. We just have pretty much like any of the free cosmetics they've given us, plus some purchase ones if they look really cool. But this is the team we're using today. Once again, I already explained the game plan, getting up the level 2 counter and then just spamming those block effects. But yeah, let's jump right into it. Here we go, and our first opponent, and an assault melee team. Definitely not the strongest team nowadays, but since our team isn't like extremely offensive, they might be able to get by having the assault melee survive a couple turns. But getting the double rank up into SARIEL here is going to be super useful. I don't think I've actually said this already in the video, but this is going to be my second time recording this showcase, because I just finished recording the video and who knows what happened to the file. It's there, but it's just not working whatsoever. So we're here running it back, an extremely fun team. If you guys don't have this GLOX in here built out, we're a little late into the game for me to recommend doing so, but they're still extremely fun unit to do. Let's see, we'll go 1, 2, and I'm really hoping we can kill the Zeldris in these 3 cards here, but if not, we can try chink his Zeldris ultimate to the face, right? Especially if it's not 6/6, we might have a decent chance of surviving. Throwing out that card there and blocking any level 2 or 3 cards, which is such a good effect, especially when using them alongside a counter. If you were to use it alongside Chandler, obviously it'd be less good because Chandler's counter is based off of the damage he receives, but characters like SARIEL, Esterosa, pretty much any of the other counter characters in the game work differently to that. Let's see here, let's go. Gosh, I really want these. Cleanse the debuffs, and then we'll rank up SARIEL, and let's go ahead and get another level 3 counter up there. I honestly reckon if he just attacks into us at any point in this match, he's just going to die. With the HP he's on, there's not an awful lot he can do, and he doesn't seem too confident in throwing out that Zeldris ultimate either, so maybe he's not super invested anyways. And there we go, we got the forfeit. Here we go, getting a rematch against the assault melee player, but one of the reasons why I'm not like super bummed out as to the fact that I accidentally made a HP crit set for GLOX is I really do hope, I mean, I know the chance of it happening are extremely unlikely, but I really do hope we get a festival GLOX in here, at least in the near future. I know the chances of us getting a light type festival for the next one is like 90% to 100% that's going to happen, whether that's like an Elizabeth or a Mael. I really hope it's Mael. I don't want to see another goddesses anytime soon, but I mean, maybe after that we could get a festival GLOX in here. And I know a lot of you guys are probably wondering, why would you want a festival GLOX in here? For the longest time, I thought, the fairy team obviously needed a buff, and yes, we do have the Festival King now, but I honestly reckon having a GLOX like this but wrapped up in the tentacle would look absolutely sick. I would love to see that, be implemented in the game. I also feel like it's one of those characters that get a lot of cool costumes, because pretty much all of the newer festivals do have these like really big designs, whether it's just, I mean, Escanor is just a massive character in general. You have the Jack of Light Goethe that has this big armor around them. Meliodas has these massive wings and whatnot. I feel like there's like a lot of really cool designs you could, you know, add on and use with the, you know, massive tentacle. But once again, I really doubt that'll happen. We'll just have to see, you know, we did just get like a random festival Cusack out of nowhere. So who knows, maybe I might get lucky for once, but let's see, not getting just an abundance of level 3 counters, not doing as well in this matchup. We do have a whole bunch of debuffs on us as well from trying to attack into him. We can, of course, just cleanse these and chuck up another level 3 counter in the next turn. So, I mean, it does kind of go into our favor that we aren't getting like a crazy amount of attack cards here, especially since we are versing Assault Meliodas team. But let's see if we can get another forfeit right after this level 3 counter. Surely he realizes he just doesn't stand a chance, right? Surely. Can we give him a little bit of bad manners? Yeah, look at that, another forfeit. Gonna stop bullying the Assault Meliodas teams and instead probably get bullied by a, yeah, gonna get absolutely just demolished by this Kia Lily team. Either this team here, I feel, or the using this and maybe changing the Meliodas for Excalibur Arthur. Both two of just like the best teams in the game. This Christmas Awakened Lilia is so insanely absurd what she can do. It's like, it's probably one of the only holy relics in the game I would say is a must-have. Like, if you're looking to use that unit, she is not nearly half of the unit she is without that holy relic, but I just wanted to, yeah, it's impressive seeing her just get absolutely stomped. But yeah, let me know in the comment section down below who you would want to see as one of the next festival characters, or even just a character you would like to see have another implementation in Grand Cross. I mean, there are definitely a few. We still have a bunch of characters we don't have in Grand Cross. Grey Road. We also haven't got like the big Fraudrin. Those are just two of the commands. So characters I feel like we should have gotten ages ago by now, and it's gotten so far in the game. Like, we have characters like Purgatory Barn and Margaret and such. So who knows? Could we potentially get like a full Demon King Meliodas before we end up getting like the full roster of characters? Who knows? Also, we are taking way too much damage here. I feel like we're pretty much forced into healing and putting up the counter right off the bat, which means we also don't get to use a level 2 counter. Is it worth it? Let's see, we'll go like that and then we'll chuck up the counter. Just trying to give GLOX as much survivability as possible, and hopefully we can get some good card draw in this next turn. We can see what we can do. Full heal on GLOX as well. That is impressive to say the least. Like, we don't even have the attack set on, and you know, GLOX's heal card is based off the attack stat. Look at that though, that's definitely a nice way to turn this match. However, I would really like him to use the Margaret Breath of Blessed card. Thank you in that turn, so that we don't have to worry about him cleansing any of the debuffs or anything like that. Although they very well could get another Breath of Blessed card, that's like, what, 1 in 6 chance? I feel like we're going to be alright. Chuck this one out here. It's very unlikely we end up killing anyone here with the Sariel cards, but rushing the Sariel pretty much forces him to go for Sariel with the Margaret ultimate. I mean, look, it's still pretty good damage. The fact that we're lowering the crit damage as well with those Sariel debuffs also does help, because the Margaret card being a Sever card is guaranteed to crit. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe with the fact we have type advantage and whatnot, we could manage to survive it. I know it's very, very unlikely, but who knows? Maybe it's like a 1/6 Margaret or something along those lines. Please, Sariel? Please, tank? Okay, yeah, no, 200,000. Maybe if we had a HP defense set, we would have survived there, but hey, oh my god, yeah, and this is what running units like Trader Meliodas does. The second they get a chance to attack, it is just absurd what he can do. Here we go, and is that an OG Escanor? Ain't no way. Is that red or green Escanor? Green Escanor. Damn, it feels like ages since I've seen that, man. Let's see, I think I might go for the GLOX card just to get the extra card draw, and then we will put up the Sariel counter. But although, like, in the last match we just played, although I, like, by no means reckon Trader Meliodas or the Festival King are just, like, super extremely broken characters, like, it's power creep, and that's going to happen no matter what, but when coming up against characters like that and you are using just a little bit more of a far-fetched team like what we're running here, it can definitely be hard to bring those matches back, especially when they've invested as much as you into your team, or even more. Like, ain't no way you're gonna see anyone in top 100 running something like this. Like, maybe if they're super wowed out or they're just mega big brain, unlike me. Who knows? But let's see, that is an awful lot of debuffs on the enemy team there. Let's get up with the Sariel AoE, and then I suppose we'll just put up actually, restart this turn, we'll cleanse, and then we'll go for the Sariel AoE. I know that's only going to make us do less damage to Kyo because of the damage reduction and whatnot, but Hey, it's alright. Let's see some big numbers from our boy Sariel. We could get even higher if we had the level 3 counter up, but it is what it is. A nice 450,000, almost killing Lily as well. God damn, I mean, man is still insanely strong. Like, although he isn't as strong as Trader Meliodas by any means, like, I'd still give this Sariel easy top 15 units in the game, that's for sure. But I mean, since we're here as well, and we are type advantage, let's wait for... No, he's gonna end up killing himself, isn't he? Ugh, I was gonna say we can see the single target ultimate on the, you know. But hey, I mean, regardless of the team build, we are on a pretty hot streak, and this Unknown team as well is one of those teams which, like, I don't care how long it gets into the game, I just feel like this team is going to do extremely well. Also, the fact that there's 2 units, the fact he can just freeze here is really annoying, because he can just freeze straight through the counter. I think I'm just gonna go for, although we do get the debuff, we're probably gonna get frozen, like I said, so it'll just end up removing the debuffs anyway. Let's go for this here. Let's see what we can get the counter up, makes him forced to freeze Sariel, and then that'll just get a couple extra debuffs. Has evasion food as well, okay. That's right, I definitely wish if I'd have known we had the evasion food, I definitely would have held on to it just a turn longer. And would you look at that, level 3 card from the GLOX. They're going to be super helpful in this match. What's he going to go for? Sure, you don't attack into anyone else before you chuck up that. Yeah, okay. There we go, there's the freeze. I just don't feel like running Esterosa in the back of this team is like super valuable. It's, I don't know. Unfortunate as well that we don't have any like debuff disabled, but we can just keep eating those freezes the whole match. Let's see, let's go 1, 2, and 3. We'll hold on to these 2 just in case we do get an extra rank up. Would be really nice to get another level 2 counter up there, but blocking those 2 cards there, I mean, who knows, maybe if one of those was like a Jack of Light card or something, that'd be huge value there. The fact he doesn't have a Halloween go through as well is a little bit scary. This Truth Seeker Melon is by far one of my favorite units just in the entire game. I just love how this unit is built, and super like, I wouldn't say they're underrated, but like even at launch they didn't get like a crazy amount of just like, I just don't feel like they got as much, you know, hype as they deserve. Once again, another freeze coming out there. I was really hoping they didn't have an extra one, but that's alright, it is what it is. Let's see, how low have they gotten as well, because maybe a cleanse into double Sariel attack could be somewhat useful. I mean, I'm just going to go for it anyway, just because it'll rush 2 ultimates. 1 and 2. Let's see, we still have the block effect. Does that end? Will that end when it goes back to their turn? Oh well, that's, even if it does, that's alright. We've got the 2 ultimates here. Let's see, he's super low. I completely forgot the fact that when you attack into Amelia, oh no. It's all going downhill, boys. It is just all going downhill. Yeah, and we lose the debuff there. Goddamn. This was a terribly played match by me, that's for sure. Let's get it over with. Rush your Amelia ultimate and just absolutely one-tap everyone here. Oh goddamn, the Jack of Light Growth actually doing quite a bit of damage to GLOX there. That's alright, we don't stand a chance here. And surely we can wrap up today's video with a victory. Going first against Ludo Cell team, huge value there. That is honestly huge. And if he doesn't manage to get any of the Ludo debuffs on us, that'll be even better. Let's see, we'll go rank up and then we'll just throw that one again. Just going for the extra card draw, but I don't know. This GLOX is by far one of the, like, definitely on the funner side of units in this game. I feel there's definitely a lot of units that just are boring to use. And like, I know certain people even hate units like Kyo, which I don't know, I just feel like if any unit has like an overly offensive playstyle, I just don't get how you can't like them. Like, I can understand it when just like you spawn into the game and you just lose turn 1 and there's nothing you can do. Like, if any of you guys played in the Pierce meta back when it was a thing when people would run like the Lilia, Blue Demon Melly, and Hauser, that was absurd. That was, I can by all means say that was absolutely no fun. Like, I suppose to a degree as well, depending on like just how different like your CC can be. You can spawn into certain matches in like a rank up into Festival King and 2 cards and you can just lose the match. But I mean, there's stuff like dodge food if your team doesn't go super well against that kind of stuff. So I definitely feel like Grand Cross is in one of like the best states ever in its lifespan for PvP. Just, I don't know, the amount of different teams you can use, there's no team that is just unbeatable, and there's always counterplay to every single team possible. It's almost like we're just in like a scissors, paper, rock, where it really just depends on like what kind of type and whatnot you use. But let's see, we will go ahead and chuck the ultimate into you there, and then we'll wrap it up there with the Sariel ultimate, the Sariel? Gloxini ultimate, 300,000? 530. We got the crit there, surely. That's the HP defense. I mean, the HP crit coming out there. God damn. GLOX actually popping off right there. There we go, and that just about does it for today's video. I mean, hey, I feel like over the 2 videos, unfortunately, you didn't get to see the first one because the footage has just disappeared, but I feel as if though we've definitely gotten quite a good match. Quite a few really good matches out of this team here. If you guys do have these units built, I would 100% recommend trying it out. Super fun team, but that just about does it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please hit the like button, subscribe. Really means a lot to me, and I'll see you guys for some more Grand Cross content.